Welcome to my channel. My name is April. I love you. Today we're going to look into a message regarding only yourself. But it's going to come from different aspects of your being. I have a feminine, a masculine, an inner child, an animal, a higher self, a shadow side, and the healer within. I'm going to layer that with what element we should use in manifestation over the next 30 days. So giving it a 30-day timeline, that means we're going to almost the 20th of September. I ask that these messages come from the highest and truest space of my being. I ask that they be discerned through my highest guides so that I may discern a message for the collective that would be the best representation of what each aspect of the collective population would need to address within inside their own soul to come into union of self. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father Sky. Thank you to the Christed inner child. Thank you to the healing of the universe. Thank you to the trees for providing the oxygen and the water for providing the flow, the life, the essence. Thank you to the elders who are living and who are gone. Thank you to my caregivers on the other side. Thank you to all my helpers and guides. Thank you to the energy of the rainbow. Okay, here we go. I just gotta, oh, it's really cold. Okay, one of my crystals. Oh, so I got Ace of Cups. Sorry, that's 4 minutes in. Amen, Aho, Swaha. I love you. I love you. I love you. I like saying I love you better than at the end of any prayer. I am grateful. So we're bringing new love into a space of woundedness, allowing those swords of broken heart. I don't even know what made me look underneath. Allowing these swords to be pulled out so we can move into a new expression of love where we have allowed all the muddy waters to have us blossom into the lotus flower, where we have become the golden flight bird. May I have an energy from the lot, from the feminine aspect. Do I take these ones too? During this full moon, we are blindly believing the electrical imprint of the earth. We're standing in our double truth, and we don't need to see with our eyes to know that the earth is not lying. We can feel its vibrational truth. Look at us in our little French maid outfit, ready to, she's dancing on her toes, ready to ballet underneath the moon in this wildly unknown space. There is a new opportunity at foot. We have barrened ourselves as much as we can. We only have a little rucksack to hold all of our possessions. And we have come into alignment with our soul. We are loyal to our own soul as a youthful being. That's 5 of Cups. Disappointment. This person is in self-loathing, depression. They spilt the blood. In this cup, there is red, I know it, wine. I know it's probably wine at a liquor facility. He has drunk in all the spirits, and the spirits have ravished his body, leaving him frustrated and angry. This is the only 5 of Cups that I've ever seen that has actual 8 cups. So we're learning to move away from that disappointment. And I'll go over them. There's 1 on the shelf, there's 2 on the tray, there's 2 on the shelf, and there's 3 spilt in front. 5 are standing up, 3 are spilt. So we have more chances of being upright, doing the right thing. But all we can dwell on is these cups that have toppled over, even though the good outweigh the bad. Check your liquor habit. Check how much spirit you consume, coming from a person who was once bound to those spirits. Get that in check. Get that liquor habit in check. And as soon as you do, you'll be able to take your new opportunity and make it an action. Bring it into fruition without these feelings that weigh you down. You lightened the load so you didn't have to live in this kind of sorrow, regret, remorse, whatever you want to call it. And then we have the High Priestess on the bottom, the Lovers, and I'm gonna go one more because it's the Two of Cups. So we have 222 in the reading already. Use your intuition on how to come into union, how to make the decision to come into union with your own self, the masculine and the feminine within. How to bring balance to the yin and the yang within the own self. This has been a long process. These two are younger than these two, but now you are getting angelic guidance to activate the light within both the masculine aspect and the feminine aspect of your own being. Even though they are lighted in a different manner, they still both house light. Oh, hers are not even lights. Hers are blossoms. Hers are flowers. See how it looks like light on the side? It looks like light on, it is light on the side, but these are flower blossoms. Using the dark and the light, using the metal to forge the pillars. I don't know where this is going. Allowing yourself to frame in where the cards land. That's a new message. I don't know what that thing is around her neck either. It's a bone and it sits on like a headgear kind of deal. I don't know what that is. This is something. It's definitely electrifying, a shock. This is definitely going to shock you when you come into, and then we have the disappointment on the bottom again, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, 48. The Eight of Pentacles, working towards finding a love that is not disappointing. Well, you have to be your own love first. You have to love yourself before you can love another. Some people get married when they're 16 and 17, and they're like, some people are with. Sorry about that, my stand broke. I have to buy a new one. Some people can be with the same person all their life, and that works for them. Some people, that's the truth. Some people need to go through karmic after karmic after karmic after karmic cycle to be able to understand their true worth. It depends on where you signed up on the ancestral trauma workshop before you came into Earth. Some people are working that ancestral trauma workshop excuse me, for their whole life. Hi, I'm April. I'm working that ancestral workshop for my whole life because I keep choosing a partner that reflects a wounded spot inside my own soul. There's fighting magic, broken-hearted fighting magic of somebody who believes he's in control. And there we go. Wait, this is the masculine version of yourself. It's not someone, it's you. You're fighting your own magic. You're fighting your woundedness. And you're not understanding your true power because this is here. The Two of Swords again. But this Two of Swords, the masculine Two of Swords, is not electric. Okay, here we go. Let's see what goes with the Fool. Can you give me an energy for the Fool? So the feminine is in that trusting that electric connection, and the masculine is in his truth. The feminine is on the Fool's journey to finding a maturity within the masculine side of her own self. The feminine is in walking away from the disappointment, and the masculine aspect is holding on to the cycle of addiction. I'm just going with what's coming up. The feminine is looking to take her new beginnings into lighted action to provide growth. Oh, no, don't. Please don't smash. And the masculine is healing his spiritual self, his spiritual side. The spiritual side is coming under the High Priestess, intuitively knowing that there's more to life than what you are giving yourself the availability to be. That was the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And even though it feels like I could take that, I'm not going to. So the World came, it landed on this cycle of walking away from the toxic, destructive behavior and holding on to the, close the cycle of addiction and walk away from feelings of self-loathing. And that came with its clarification for the Lovers. Close the cycle, make the decision to fill your own cup first. We're going back to that Ace of Cups in the beginning. Too many. I just want one. One last final card. No, 1, 2, 3. So the card, oh, that's 2. It's the 7 of Wands, the Devil. Stand your ground towards the Devil. And then the Hanged Man and the 5 of Cups, which is see the 5 of Cups in a different perspective. And the female aspect already has the 5 of Cups, and I told you the different perspective on that is to walk away. The 8 of Cups. See the 5 of Cups as the 8 of Cups, because in this depiction it actually has 8 cups on there. But those are not the energies I'm taking. I only want one card. Oh, I just messed them all up. I've been doing that a lot lately because I like them in an upright order. It doesn't matter if it comes out in reverse, I'm taking it only as an upright. The Emperor. Reclaim the power of committing to your own soul. Reclaim the power that comes from union with self. Sorry, that was the Christed being. And then we have the High Priestess on the bottom, but she's upside down. The High Priestess and the Four of Wands. The journey back to self. The masculine is asking us to intuitively understand this journey back to self. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the King of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Star, the Page of Wands, the World, and the Emperor. The Emperor is holding the Ankh. So this cycle goes back way, how I said it was going to be, it was taking a long time. This is way more time than you could ever even imagine that you've been in this cycle with your own self. Okay, shadow aspect. So far there are not any repeating energies, except for the High Priestess, but the High Priestess really didn't come out of the deck. And I know it didn't come out of the deck the first time either. I took it, but whenever there's a series of majors on the bottom, they are an important part of the read. I don't understand why sometimes we take them as readers and sometimes we don't. It's all how it feels. And okay, I'm gonna change this up and I'm gonna move this down here. So I got one solid line. I love how it was the other way, but I have to put shadow energy in between. And I'm going to bring out the shadow deck book because they're different. These cards are different analogies of than what a normal book would consist of. And I wish, this is one of the first times that I wish a deck had a border so I could write them on the border, but the border is black. I don't have a white marker. Maybe I'll get a silver one. Okay. So the Emperor is showing up again on the split. This is a front to back deck. The Emperor, the Temperance, the... Oh, that's upside down. Great. The Six of Swords. Can I have a one shadow energy for what is blocking the union between the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords? And that's a feeling of abandonment, the Five of Pentacles. But what it really means is, and it came out in the subconscious, right? environmental diversity, contradictory emotions, and inconsistent thoughts. Being the thoughts, being that it is the wand or the swords, this fits perfectly. What is stopping the new action of maturity, the new movement towards maturity? What is stopping the feminine from embracing the maturity of the masculine? The world. She doesn't believe the cycle's over. Completeness, harmony between emotions and rationality. It's coming in the conscious mind, not the subconscious mind. This is the subconscious, this is the conscious. So, feminine side of all you beings. The cycle is complete. You can accept the maturity of the masculine within. He was put to the test, and he passed the test, and he closed the cycle. Okay, let's see what's coming in from this. Feminine walking away from the disappointment to the masculine holding on to the cycle of, oh, that's 2 cards. An independent lover. She's looking for an independent lover. Is this what I take? I didn't want 2 cards, but we're going with it. Collaboration, emotional tie, or common interest. The 9 of Wands is considered a collaboration, an emotional tie, or a common interest. And then the Lovers, complementariness, love, affinity. Holding on to the There's an emotional tie with the liquor. There's an emotional tie with the I can't think of the word right now. Discontentment? Oh, that's the 9 of Wands, not the 9 of Pentacles. Man. Okay. What about this action towards healing? The feminine, allowing the feminine to temper the waters action towards star, light, action towards the tempering of the waters. This is a very clear night on the star card. And the star is actually right in the back of that. It's the same kind of star. That's 6-pointed, 8-pointed star. 8-pointed star. What comes in between it is the Two of Pentacles in the conscious mind. Duration, related emotion, chain of thoughts. There are thoughts that are blocking the masculine and the feminine from aligning to the new pattern of healing. We have done the healing work, but we don't know how to actualize the motion towards the healed partnership. If you see in this card, there is dirty emotions in between these two people. This is the only thing I know how to. It's a slug kind of creature that gets in the way. So go into the feminine and clear out some more clutter. Take a salt bath. Go down to your local beach or wherever there's sand and sit with your feet as far in the sand as you possibly can. Ask the water where the sand is to pull the toxins out of your feet into the purifying waters. The sand is purifying. But if you can, ask the water to move these energies for you. Too many cards. So the High Priestess, the intuitive nature of your spiritual journey. The High Priestess is in a state of knowing her power, and the masculine energy is just at the beginning of his spiritual practice. But there is Three of Cups in between. This is positivity, emotional sharing, and serene thoughts. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's in the subconscious mind. In the subconscious mind, that aspect is on point. We have two aspects on point. 3? I don't know what you're trying to tell me. If I could hear you, that would be better. Hi, I love you. Thank you, I love you. The lovers and the world. What is stopping the feminine aspect from making the decision to close the cycle? What is the shadow aspect that is blocking the feminine? Ten of Pentacles. Abundance, gratifying emotions, and mental resources. The feminine is scared to get everything she desired because in lifetimes before this, when you war, I didn't mean to say war. When you were well off, people came to hunt it. And then my body got it. My body's giving me a yes. She's afraid of expressing. It's the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles, and the World. Like as soon as you close the cycle, you receive your abundance. We need to move a little bit better, feminines. Excuse me. Okay. And then what is the feminine? What is holding the feminine? No. What is the shadow aspect in between the union with the self and being at the top of your game? Too many cards. Too many cards. Oh, we got too many people too. Judgment with 4 court cards. There's too many choices on who to take after. That doesn't matter. Take yourself. Choose yourself. If the people around you are disappointed, allow yourself to be with yourself. Even if you're with yourself for way longer than you should be by yourself, it's only goodness. Only goodness will come out of that. Because you'll keep working on yourself. New love. New understanding of love. The Queen, or the Knight of Pentacles. Shit. It's the Knight of Chalices. Someone who knows how to control his or her emotions and use them. Well, that is a great thing when you come into union with yourself, that you know how to use your emotions. You got the Page of Emotions on the bottom in the conscious mind. And then you have the 7 of Cups on the bottom. You're afraid that your new love is going to be confusing? I don't mean that in a rude way, because trust me, I am part of this energy. Damn tootin', I'm part of this energy. I'm getting there though. One day at a time. What? One day at a time. Was that a soap opera? In the 80s? I'm gonna have to look that up when I get off. Not like, this is supposed to be one message. Look at you trying to give me 7. Can I have one message from the higher self, please? One message from the higher self. What do we need to know about this union with self? Yeah. Positive change, and my life is a mirror. I am in the process of positive change. I am unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. My life is a mirror. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. We have the sacral, the solar plexus, and what's this peach color? The new frequency of love. The higher heart chakra. The card we got is loving others is easy when I love and accept myself. My heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others. And others love me. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, what's the inner child want to add? Oh. Step into that king roll. There's no other cards. This deck is backwards and upside down in whatever way is which, so it's fun for the inner child. And the inner child is saying, claim your royalty. This is the bottom chakras. We have a shadow aspect, and we have traumatic instances going through the seat of the soul into the power station. It's a number 12, which is the masculine frequency. It is the leader. Take the trauma by the hand. Allow your golden pearl of wisdom to come in so you may... allow yourself to be rewarded for the work that the masculine has done within the feminine side itself while the feminine was disconnected from the truth of her nurturing, kind, loving self. Ooh. Okay, this one. I got no. An animal. We got 2 animals showing up. 3. 3. They're all fire. I got 2. 2 only. 2 only. Is that fire? I would say yes. The cobra's on the bottom. There again, the snake, and he's working in those lower chakras. Actually, it's head to toe because this is at the bottom is purple. I didn't realize how many cards and how many card makers put the purple on the bottom with the red. And the purple's supposed to be at the opposite end of the rainbow. So we got the Giselle. Fairly new deck, so please forgive me when there's no page numbers. You just have to thumb through the whole thing. The Giselle is heightened awareness and heightened awareness and ability and vulnerable. When in balance, you're graceful, perceptive, and artistic. And when out of balance, there are food allergies, insomnia, and a racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, and good food. And then this is also dealing with those lower chakra, the traumas in the lower chakras. The tiger is lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. When balanced, it is passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, you are overstimulated. And to bring in balance, I don't know how to say it. Trataka. Is that right? Candle gazing is what it is, but it's spelled Trataka. So Trataka. Get yourself some candle gazing. This is something that as ancient people, as in the olden days, this is what we used to do to receive information. We would watch the fire, and the fire would dance, and the fire would move, and the fire would tell a story. I'm going to skip the healer card. The healer deck is still just for me. So this is what I got. If you're having trouble, if you're still here, and you're having trouble aligning the masculine and the feminine so that you can come into union between the two halves of your own self, remember, there's an inner child, there's an inner teen, youth. Like, the child is very small, the youth is a little bit older, and then there's an inner teen, then there's an inner adult, young adult, an inner adult. It depends on how old you are. So that's already 5 aspects. Then you have the masculine and the feminine. You have the higher self and you have the shadow side. but each aspect has its own shadow, because your shadow came from each time frame. So we're talking like multiple layers of self. And when people used to get classified as schizophrenic, it's because aspects of themselves had been demonized because they rejected them. We have to accept all the ways our own soul has contributed to the whole in all existences of your soul. You have to understand that you have been every person, and you need to show compassion to that person that's creating no, this is all about you. Never mind. This is all about you. Realize when you come up front with a person that is confrontational with your being, that they are reflecting a piece of what you did in a previous existence. How about that? The energy follows us from lifetime to lifetime until we are going to actualize it. Some of it comes from our DNA structure of our family line, and some of it comes from our soul's lessons. There is a book on your life in the Akashic, but you have to do mega meditation to get access to those writings. I love you. Go claim your power. Go claim your throne as a wonderful, fierce, feminine being, as we bring back the rise of the feminine energy. I love you.